Late Night with African stories that matter. Tshepiso Makwetla on Africa World Hour.
I mean, we're seeing South Africa face challenges in the enforcement of an NHI plan. The Minister of Health is contending with legal action. There might be a will, but there would be opposition. And what is most important is the issue of equitable health services. How do we make sure that those policies translate into that?
Let me just give you a real example. In 1926, Japan started to discuss about primary healthcare and universal health coverage. By 1961, Japan was fully with universal health coverage. Do you know how long they live? They've got the longest lifespan in the world. So it's not theory anymore. In any country during COVID, if you remember 4 years ago, which fared well, there are those countries which had a very strong primary healthcare system. Because when we say health sovereignty, it's not about closing the doors to the partners. No, this is a process. But we need to give where our priorities, what can we do more with less.
Regional Director for Africa, Professor Mohammed Jabu.
Late Night with Tshepiso Makwetla. End your day inspired by Africa World Hour on Channel Africa, the African perspective. The Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga.
Welcome back to it. It is 17 minutes to go before we head to the top of the hour. I am joined by, I'm going to call you my girl. You know when people get over familiar with people they just met? I'm going to be those annoying people. My very berry.
I like it. You must come with me to the studio.
I think I should to hype you up. Berita.
Yes.
How are you, honey?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling good. Really excited.
You walked in dancing. I love that.
Yes, you were playing my new single, Namhlanje. I was like, yes.
So, I mean, look, you've had a lot of beautiful things happen to you. You've had a beautiful career. We've enjoyed you. We've loved you. But what does this new single now mean to you? Namhlanje, today.
Today, I think the intention behind the single is really to create music that makes people feel better. Like music that feels like a breath of fresh air. I think for years I would get comments that say, oh, your music is so calming, like the umculo wakho upholile. And I took it really seriously in this start of this journey. I think also it's the way I live my life. I do like peace and calm, and I'm like, it's so noisy in this world. I still want people to, when they hear my music, feel like this is a pause. This is an opportunity for them to be like, yes. Yeah.
We're in the zone with you.
Yeah.
We're here with you.
Yeah.
I think the most beautiful thing for me is watching a woman who is just trying to push her music, but also, I mean, you get caught up in a lot of these social media stuff, the media stuff, your life being out there. You know, how do you balance the two?
I think that I've been, funny enough, so I'll take this conversation and make it a fame conversation.
Let's talk.
So fame is a vapor. There's this, it's like this thing that vaporizes you. And, they say popularity is an accident.
Yours is a good one, I mean.
So
because we know you and we love you, so
yeah, but so because I released my first single Thandolwethu when I was 21, and it blew up. It blew up before trending. Like that song was trending before trending was a thing. So I think I made a decision a long time ago that, you know what, I want to stay who I am, regardless of the environment that I'm in. So before, like, the thing of social media where like you trend and some of it has been events that have happened in my life, but then there's also been fabrication as well at some point. But because I have experienced visibility for such a long time, I'm happy that I'm in a space where I can approach it with maturity and learn that for some things, no response is a response.
Yes. That your silence is actually more powerful than the words that you can say, and especially as an artist.
Yeah. I never used to get it. I never used to get it because in my life, I am such an active participant of it. So, like in my family, I probably call them a lot more. Like I am in my friendships, I am the girl that picks up the phone and says, hey friend, how are you? So to be in a space where sometimes things are said about you and you can't just say hey has taught me a lot.
So let's talk about this single. I mean, what are some of the ways that you channel this level of creativity? Because I'd like to think that, yes, it is a gift, but there's also a way that you align yourself to your gift, you know? You can't be someone who, you know, speaks about, you know, their music and you're this talented, but then you kind of just meander into the studio and that's it. You know, what are some of the ways that you channel yourself?
So it is a gift. And I think my gift started, I loved music from when I was a little girl. Apparently at home, if someone did this, I'd start like just moving to that beat.
That is beautiful.
So I loved music. I loved like listening to the radio. And in my teens, I sang in the church choir. But I didn't really think, I think it was only in my late teens where I discovered music I love, like soul music. Like, if I'm talking South African, I'm talking Thandiswa Mazwai, Simpiwe Dana, Lira, Zonke, Sipogazi, Zamajobe. The list goes on and on. And that type of music made me feel grounded. And, you know, internationally, music like Asha from Nigeria, music like Jill Scott, Corinne Bailey Rae from the UK, India Ari, Tracy Chapman, music that just, when you listen to it, it takes you to a point in time. And I think that's always been, you know, I feel things deeply. I think that's what happens when you're an artist. So the times that I've been able to do what I do really well has been the times where I can really feel what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's so, how you just illustrated it now about feeling things deeply. I think a lot of people deal with a lot of big emotions and sometimes we don't necessarily know how to channel all of that. Did you sometimes feel misunderstood? Especially before the music happened. Did you feel like, does someone actually know Berita? Like, or does Berita know Berita?
I think I did, especially not to be ageist, but I'm in my 30s and whew,
sexy 30s.
Oh, Nandi. Oh. The 30s are where it's at.
I knew it. I kept saying I can't wait for the day I turn 30. Like, I feel like that would be my real liberation.
Oh, honey. The 20s, right? For me, I think the 20s were a time where I had this gift and I had this talent, which was bigger than who I was at the time. So like my music has always been old. It's like old soul music.
Yeah.
So for a long time, people would meet me and be like, "Are you the one that sings this song?"
Like, girl, what is going on? Like,
you know, this little girl. So I think now it's nice to come of age because I have developed such strong coping ways when it comes to dealing with big emotions. Things like therapy, definitely. Also, like I walk a lot. I take long walks.
That's beautiful.
And I, you know, do like stretches. But also I'm very prayerful. So I think as I've grown older, really developing ways of handling big emotions because they happen everywhere.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think there's someone that once said, like, emotions deserve to be felt. They will remind you one day.
They really do.
They will all come at once. I remember when I turned 30, I felt like all the no's and all the disappointments that I had ever received were all like sitting on my shoulders like this. You know, but in my mid 30s now, and I feel like I've shaken them off.
Listen, talk to us nicely. I want us to take a short break because when we come back, I want to talk about what's coming up for you. What we can look forward to. Rumor has it Market Theatre is going to be a jumper. It is at 8:51 Central African time.
Africa Update on Channel Africa with Lulu Kabu.
Malawi's President Peter Mutharika has directed that a fresh inquiry be conducted into the plane crash that claimed the life of the former Vice President Saulos closeted political analyst Undule Mwakasangula. Undule, what are they politically and institutional factors that may have influenced President Peter Mutharika's decision to order a fresh inquiry into the crash?
Let me start by saying that the death of the former president and 8 others was a painful national tragedy. You know, public trust is very important. If people feel that the first report left gaps, the president may believe that a fresh inquiry could restore confidence and provide closure. So the decision by the president may be influenced by public pressure, but also the need to rebuild trust in the state institutions.
Africa Update with Lulu Kapu, 12 to 1 p.m. Central African Time. The voice of the continent, now online, with all your sports fixtures, lifestyle, and more. Ease into your weekend morning. It's the Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga, only on Channel Africa.
8:52 Central African Time. Berita, my favorite margarita. I feel like that's going to be like my new nickname for you.
Wow.
What can we look forward to? And I think also I want to include, you know, you said something about the 30s, and I think that's the best way to be ageist, is when you want to guide people into the best place that they can be. What can we look forward to? But also, as a young person who is sitting with a lot of creativity, sitting with a lot of meat to their bones, and they're probably wondering, how do I channel all of this? I mean, you releasing Thandolwethu at 21. Dude, at 21, I was like, groove. I had my first job, a good paying job in corporate. I had a good time at 21. But you said, I'm going to kickstart this career that means the world to me.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that we can look forward to?
So I'm very excited. I'm excited about this year in terms of music. Namhlanje, my new single is out. It's available on all streaming platforms. Also released the visualizer on YouTube,
okay,
so go and check that out and feast over the weekend.
Yeah, you should teach Beyonce how to release visuals on time.
Wow. Not the mother.
A mother. No, we need to teach them because, girl, it's been 84 years.
So, in terms of what's coming up for me, I am in the studio. I definitely want to drop a project this year.
Yes.
I think it looks like an EP. That's what it looks like, purely because I'm also doing my MBA. So my schedule is just when will I make music? But in terms of what my audience, my supporters can look forward to, I am inviting you all to the Market Theatre on the 1st of May. I am doing my second edition of Echoes of the Soul. It's a special production that I've curated, hosting, and I'm the performer.
Of course.
And this is an opportunity for you to really hear my music, like all the different phases. I have 4 albums. I have, done quite a bit. I have artists that are going to be joining me on stage. Ooh. And also just want to shout out Samprat Development Fund. They support artists. That's and beautiful. Are supporting me as well on this show. Tickets are available at Web Tickets. I suggest you get yours now because it's going to be an amazing show. I'm really going all out for this one.
I'm so excited for you. I don't know. It just feels, there's something about you that feels nostalgic. There's something about you that feels like, it's like a soul you connected with, maybe decades ago.
Oh, wow.
And it's so exciting to see Black women thriving, Black women happy. I mean, you just walked in here with so much life, and I was like, yes! Yes!
Yes. And I just want to say, you asked me what's advice for creatives. Creative at 27, you specifically. I think do all the things that make you happy. Have hobbies. Do hobbies. I don't know what you loved doing when you were growing up. If it was painting, if it was art, if there's a sport that you enjoyed, do that.
It was writing.
Yeah, it was writing. Yeah, so set time literally where you block, your phone and say, this is my writing time. Have a space, whether it's a writing sanctuary, create it and honor that and honor that part of yourself.
That is so beautiful. Honor yourself, man. Berita, thank you so much for joining us today, honey. You are a breath of fresh air, and no wonder you've had a career this beautiful, because people really resonate with this level of energy. So I'm super excited to see what's ahead of you.
Thank you so much.
Amazing stuff. It is 8:56 Central African Time. I'm going to give Beleng a few seconds to talk to us about what's happening on the show. But for now, let's enjoy some Berita, my favorite margarita.